Welcome everyone to Sudbury Talks with Gwen Price, and I'm so happy to have as my guest today Jennifer Cooper.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's great to talk to you and just get to know you a little bit better. Because that's the idea of this show. Everybody's got a story, and how did you get to where you are, and all that kind of thing. So I know that
Thank
you
you.
have a new business, Northern Dream Weaves.
Yep, yep.
And tell me a little bit about you and how did you get to this stage where you started this new exciting business?
Thank you. Yes, well, the dream of this business started I guess about 5 years ago. I really started putting steps in motion 3 years ago,
Okay.
and it's been amazing. And I've learned so much about, even the last 6 to 9 months about the online world.
Oh yeah.
It
So,
we've had to pivot and we've had to make changes to the business plan and how this business was going to work because originally it was going to be in person.
yeah.
So I had this dream of starting a hair extension education brand, and my dream was to travel across Canada to educate salons and stylists all across our awesome nation here, and we can't travel. So
Yeah. Well, are you from Sudbury originally
So
or?
I originally hail. I was born and raised Penetanguishene, but lived a lot of my life in Barrie, and
Okay.
so yeah. So I met my husband in Barrie. We got married there, and
And he's a hometown boy here
yes,
from
he is
Lively,
from
right?
Sudbury. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and we relocated here. Oh my gosh, it'll be it'll be 9 years now, and to start our family.
Oh
And
wow.
yeah, so he's
Well, it's a great place to be in it, and it's an excellent thing, to start
yeah.
a business and being a woman entrepreneur
Thank
and
you.
and all of that. And so your background is in hairstyling,
Yes,
or how
yeah,
did?
I have a boutique salon here in Lively, and
Okay,
I found that there was a missing piece in the marketplace for online education, and myself, I wanted to become certified, and in order to do so, I had to travel to the US. And
okay,
there's a huge market up here in Canada, and not just Ontario. And yeah, I decided to fill that gap and start
well,
Northern Dream
and
Weaves.
what exactly are weaves? I keep hearing about them, and I think I know a little bit, but I'm not quite sure.
Yes,
Why
so
does somebody need that?
it's a very specific installation method on hair weft extensions. So it's very different from your traditional extensions that use a lot of bonds, glue, silicone additives. This one is a sewn in with a bead, and you're stitching the hair to the customer natural
Wow.
hair. So you're filling in their hair.
Yeah.
It's an amazing technique. It's great for anybody who's had hair loss in the past, who's looking to minimize damage to their hair, but also have length or like length goals, hair loss, fill in, that kind of
Okay.
stuff. So it's an
Yeah.
amazing technique, and it's super adaptable to almost everybody.
So it's nothing to do with wigs. It's just like pieces of hair that you're using to put in
Yeah,
to fill
yeah.
out to
So
have more volume. Is that it?
very similar. A lot of our customers who use hair weaves want the length and or they want the thickness. So for example, it's a track that's sewn into the head. It's usually a horseshoe or a V pattern. And our whole point of this brand is to educate stylists so that
Okay,
they can provide this service to their clients, because not everyone deals with hair extensions, and it's a huge
right.
part in our industry. I think educating stylists on the importance of this and why they need to implement it into their salons is really what drove my passion to create this brand.
Well, and certainly COVID made things very difficult for all of anybody involved
Absolutely.
in your industry, right? We
Yeah.
couldn't. We've been all been waiting to go back to see our
Oh my
hairstylists,
gosh.
and
It's
so
yeah.
so it was a great opportunity in a way for you to kind of have a little bit of time.
Yes,
I know you have children and you've been doing homeschooling like a lot of other
yes,
people, but
yeah.
it's a way to sort of give you an opportunity to pivot and maybe create something that you wouldn't have had time to do.
Exactly. So I actually started business planning with the Sudbury Regional Business Center in
Okay.
January of 2020. So I was one of a very limited amount of people who were selected to be a part of the Starter Company Plus program. So that's downtown Sudbury. It's held every single year. It's an
Yeah.
incredible program for people that want to
Yes. Yeah.
become entrepreneurs or want to know more about business
Yeah.
or the business that they're launching in.
No, it's
They were a
excellent.
great help, and
Yeah.
we took a pause when the pandemic happened in March of last year, but I finished, I guess, the programs in September, and I was one of a select few who were awarded a grant in December. So
Wow, excellent.
yeah, it was.
Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah.
you, thank you. It
Yeah.
was an amazing program, and
Yeah.
I learned so much.
Yeah.
As a hairstylist in Ontario during these trying times, it's been very difficult. But like you said, I've made the most of my time, and I've launched a new business online.
Yeah, well, and yeah, you're right about the Regional Business Center. They are a great resource for a lot of people who are thinking about getting into business and don't know where to turn. It's kind of, you keep trying to do, you can't research everything on the internet. So it's
Yeah,
wonderful to have a resource like
yeah,
that and
they've been
very
incredible.
helpful. And especially if you are trying to like change a direction and try to come up with, sometimes it's hard to, when you're right in the middle of something, you can't look objectively at it and think, okay,
Exactly.
you might think it's a good idea, but maybe having another set of eyes looking at it is different.
Yeah. Is that ever true? Yeah, they've really helped. They've helped give you the resources to make the right decisions. So
Yeah,
it's been
oh,
amazing.
that's
Yeah.
great.
Thank
So
you.
a lot of, so this is not that you're going to be teaching the public how to do something. It's you're going to be teaching hairstylists how
Yeah.
to use this product and to help their clientele.
You got it. Yep,
Uh,
you got it.
oh, that's very exciting.
Thank
And
you.
I know I just wanted also to touch on your Métis,
Yeah.
and has there been opportunities open to you? Like, is there some support because you are Métis, or what
Yep.
has it been? What is available to
Yeah. So
somebody who is
there's
Métis?
programs through the Métis Voyager Fund. It's an independently run organization for Métis, and they've been very helpful. There's lots of email support. They're
Yeah,
really excited about entrepreneurs in general
yeah,
and people starting businesses. And yeah, the Voyager Fund they've been pretty resourceful as well. So
yeah.
it's
No, that's wonderful. A lot of
yeah.
people, like I say, they don't know where to turn. They've
Yes,
got an idea, but how do I get from that idea to actually implementing something and creating a business?
yep,
And I found, a few people that I know, it's been very difficult during COVID, and they've had to try to think of how can they keep their business alive
yeah,
during this until we are open and have more freedom.
yes,
So that's wonderful that you've
yeah.
come up with this idea.
Thank
So
you.
it's just been taken off just
You got it.
lately. Yeah, it's just very new.
It just launched on May 17th.
Oh,
So it's an
okay. It's
online
today's the
course.
19th.
Really? Yeah, it's an online digital course. It's self-paced. I know that if you look at the map of Canada, like every other province has different regulations with salons being open or closed.
Yeah.
And the fact that we can provide an online education that can be self-paced, stylists can sign up whenever they can. They can take
Wow.
the course whenever they can
Yeah.
fit it in, whether they're off right now and they have some time they want to invest into furthering their skills, or whether they're busy working in the salon, which a lot of our Canadian stylists are,
Yeah.
thankfully. So if that means fitting in a lesson on your lunch break or on your next weekend off, it's a pretty adaptable online digital course.
Well, that's excellent. And so it'll be right across Well, I guess the
Got it.
internet is open to the world, I
It
guess.
is, yeah, but I found that there was such a huge gap in our Canadian market, and I wanted to do something completely different, and I wanted to be the brand that stylists are proud of. And, that's where a lot of this name has come into play. Northern Dream Weaves, we're dream weavers. We're all dreamers. We're
Yeah,
proud to be from the north.
yeah.
And yeah, it's just tied it all in together.
So this is your own line of product,
Yes, it is.
or
Yep. Yeah,
okay,
everything's branded
wonderful.
for Northern Dream Weaves. You got it.
Oh, that's excellent.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm very happy for you, and congratulations on doing this, and like I say, taking an opportunity and the time to do this. That's
Yes.
great.
It's been very early mornings or late evenings. Like I said, we have two young kids at home, so
Yeah,
we're my husband and I we've adapted. We're pivoting into the right
yeah,
directions. We're,
yeah.
putting more time over here and less time over here. And I don't know why I have a Netflix subscription because I haven't watched anything on TV in like a few months.
I know what you mean. Well, and that, the joys of, I mean, a lot of people are afraid to start a new business, right? There is
Yeah.
no safety net when you are self-employed. I mean, I am too as well. And so I totally get it. It's scary. And I mean,
Yeah.
but if you want to make a change, if you want to have the freedom to make your own decisions about your business,
Yeah.
that's entrepreneurship is the way.
You got it.
And I love that there's so much support, more support than ever for women entrepreneurs, because
Yes.
it's a whole, uh, they always talk about the old boys club and all that
Yes.
kind of thing, but
Yeah.
really, and we have to support, because women are different. They look at the world differently, and I find that women entrepreneurs, they're not afraid to take on challenges and
Yes.
multitask and do all
Yeah,
kinds of things.
you got
It's
it.
not to put
Yeah.
down the guys, but there is a different way of going through the world and
Yeah.
looking at things. And no, kudos to you
Thank
for
you.
taking this initiative, and like I say, starting something new during all of this.
All of
I
this
mean,
crazy time. I know.
COVID has been
Yeah.
so, it's hard. People have, it's really kind of beaten people up right and left, just their businesses, but also psychologically, right? It's been
Exactly.
very
Yes.
difficult. So
Yeah.
it's wonderful to hear something positive coming out of this. So
Thank
I'm very
you.
happy for you. And yeah, I will be sharing your information. Is there a website address that people can check
Yes,
out?
it's www.northerndreamweaves.ca.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll put that also on there and all
Thank
my posts, and
you.
just to
Yes.
get the word out. And when,
Yes, and if anyone's watching this back, I mean, share it with your stylists because they're
yeah,
the ones that that this marketed brand is for. We're
yeah,
looking to
exactly.
share this with stylists that want to sharpen their skills. Maybe
Yeah,
they want to learn a little bit more about this extension method and how they can service their clientele. We have clients from all ages and genders and
yeah.
backgrounds, and so you never know who you are going to help with this extension method.
Well, like I was telling you, as I'm getting older, I can see that, this is getting thinner. And I'm thinking, oh
Oh,
God, people, it's such an emotional thing about our hair,
it
isn't
really
it?
is. Yeah.
And that's, it's so important. You feel better when you feel like your hair looks good, right? And it's not a
Absolutely.
bad hair day. So
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
ways to achieve that. And
There
one
is.
of them is through your business. So
Yeah.
that's great.
Thank you so much.
Well, thanks, Jennifer. It was great chatting with you. And like I say, I'll be able to share all this information, and hopefully your business will go by leaps and bounds across
Oh,
Canada. That
thank
would be that would
you.
be wonderful for you. So
I
thanks so
appreciate
much.
that so much. And thank you guys for watching. And thank
Yeah.
you, Gwen. This is an amazing place to be. And I'm so happy to be on your show.
Well, I really believe in supporting entrepreneurs, women, and local business. So this is my little way of doing that.
I appreciate it. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Take care.
You too.